Hey guys, this video is probably not what you typically expect from my channel, but I, being a Dragon Ball fan, felt pretty much obliged to do a video discussing my thoughts on the recently announced Dragon Ball DAIMA anime. This video is not going to have a script. I just wrote down a couple of bullet points about things I want to talk about, so I might stumble over my words. I'm pretty used to doing scripted videos, but for a video like this, I can't really script this, so I'm just going to wing it. As all of you probably know, yesterday at Comic-Con, a livestream event was held where the newest Dragon Ball news was being distributed to the masses. And I probably don't have to tell a lot of people this, because I expect a good deal of my audience would have been in one of the live streams. I was in Carfu's live stream myself, just having fun, and then it happened. They they didn't show shit in the live stream. We were just, all of us, watching this live stream, and they've gone like, okay, we'll start with Dragon Ball card game news. Okay, whatever, fine. I don't play the game, but I'm interested. Let's show it. Then the screen appeared. Like, oh, okay, so they're not allowed to show this on live stream, I guess? Okay, so, no, what? Maybe it's just related to the card game. Whatever. Then came the Xenoverse shit. Which is, I think it's the exact same trailer we've already seen from Xenoverse themselves, but there's the fucking screen again. So all of us are like, oh god no, they're not going to actually blue ball us, are they? And then even Dragon Ball The Breakers appeared, and the screen came back, and oh, you should have seen the chat. Everybody was just clowning on those losers, I swear to god. But no, moving on, we finally get to the much, awaited news of a new Dragon Ball anime, and they didn't show it on a fucking live stream. I cannot begin to tell you how fucking brain dead, like brain worms, retarded this, whichever guy thought of not showing this on the live stream should be fucking fired. I'm sorry, but us being pretty much weeps and geeks, we had a new live stream with somebody with their phone. I forgot the name. I found it was, I think it was Count Virgil, which is the stream I watched. He was just streaming the trailer and through his phone, so not the best quality, but we actually got to see it. And the trailer was for Dragon Ball DAIMA. Now, the trailer shows everybody becoming smaller, which is pretty much expected because we did have the, I suppose, leaks of something called Dragon Ball Magic, where the assumed plot was that Goku became a kid again along with the Supreme Kai. So this stayed true. So the leaks were to a degree true, but the actual show, the actual trailer showed everybody becoming kids. Mr. Satan, Master Roshi, Goku, Vegeta, Android 18, Maron, like Trunks and Goten finally grew up and now they're fucking babies again. I can only assume Pan has just been slurped back inside of Gohan's balls because I don't know how that would work, but whatever. So what do I think of this trailer? Honestly, I'm pretty much in for it. I've seen a lot of people be pretty negative because they get heavy GT vibes from this. And the fact that Goku became a kid in GT was not the best received thing, but I honestly never really minded it as much. And from what I can see, the Dragon Ball DAIMA show is going to be like a healthy mix between old school Dragon Ball gag and just, the action scene. So I think it will be essentially Toriyama's own take on like a small version of GT. But don't hold my word high on this because obviously I can't know what Toriyama thinks, but I think it is pretty obvious that it is inspired from the plot of Dragon Ball GT. So I would not be surprised to see several GT plot points make an appearance in Dragon Ball DAIMA in some fashion. I don't expect to literally see stuff like Super Saiyan 4 or Baby, General Rildo, Super 17, the Shadow Dragons. I don't expect to see anything like that, mainly because the Dragon Balls used in the Dragon Ball DAIMA trailer are the regular Dragon Balls and not the Black Star Dragon Balls, so I don't think those events will occur. But the obvious, setting of everybody becoming children again is very obvious to the point that you can't really ignore it. It has been inspired by GT. Now, this brings us to the next point. What about Dragon Ball Super 2? And what I mean by that is, people have been asking for the animated version of the Moro arc and the Granola arc and whatever comes later. This is sadly not what was announced. I personally would have preferred it as well, but I am pretty content with Dragon Ball DAIMA because honestly, I'm just craving new Dragon Ball stuff and Dragon Ball DAIMA looks fun to me. But I do want to make a point that I don't think that just because we got Dragon Ball DAIMA right now, this means that we won't get Dragon Ball Super 2. I think Dragon Ball DAIMA is just an intermediary project because I believe it's only like 20 or 26 episodes long. So in the meantime, they will probably be working on the actual continuation of the story of Dragon Ball Super. I get that people are very disappointed, but I do think we should all give Dragon Ball DAIMA a chance because we can't really judge how good it is based on a 2-minute trailer. Let's be real here. It's the same thing all over again with the superhero movie. I remember a lot of people being very like pissed off about it because it's 3D, it's Gohan, it's blah 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 blah. But in the end, pretty much everybody loved the movie. So I think we just have to wait. It is a pretty long wait. It's pretty much a full year wait because it will release in fall of 2024. But you know, I do really urge everybody to give it a fair shot, honestly, because Toriyama has been heavily involved in the production of this show, so I do think it will be a pretty good show. And obviously the fact that it is a shorter anime means the production quality will probably be very consistent and high. So hopefully there will be no Dragon Ball Super first couple of episodes shenanigans where that Super Saiyan 3 phase still haunts me to this day. But the last real thing I want to talk about during this video is what do I think the show will be about? I have essentially 3 theories. And the first theory, I have to give credits to Carfu's Dojo because they mentioned it during the live stream, and I thought, you know, this is a pretty decent theory because it does kind of match up. So obviously, in the introduction of the trailer, we see 2 demons. One looks really looks like Tapion, but I don't think it is Tapion, just mentioning that here. But there's 2 demons, and we see a shot of Babidi, Dabura, and Majin Buu and stuff. So my guess is these demons are henchmen or subordinates or maybe even family of Dabura, and they know they want revenge for Dabura. And Carfu also pointed this out that this would match because, you know, Dabura is the Demon King, and his death at the hands of Majin Buu and Babidi, and I guess indirectly also at the Z Fighters, would make sense for these new demons to want revenge on everybody who in some way or shape or form, you know, contributed to the death of Dabura. So that would be a pretty interesting plot, which would also make sense that the Supreme Kai is involved because, you know, he was very hands-on with the entire Majin Buu saga. My second theory is that it is some sort of Xenoverse/Heroes time travel plot. My main reasoning for this is that everybody becomes children and we see this old Namekian, and this just gives me really bad like Demon King Piccolo vibes. So I thought, you know, maybe they all become children and they get like their power gets reversed as well, they get weaker, they get smaller, and they essentially get like thrown back in time, or like the timeline gets messed up so that all villains return to the Earth. And it would be really cool to see like a rematch between Goku, Vegeta, no, not even a rematch, just to see Goku, Vegeta, Yamcha, Piccolo, everybody fight against Demon King Piccolo in his prime and stuff as children. I think that could be a very interesting subject. It could also be a fun plot to like reintroduce like the old generals from the Red Ribbon Army, like General Blue, Mercenary Tao could become a threat again. Just like a little bit of nostalgia bait, I suppose, but I'll admit it firsthand, I am a huge sucker for nostalgia bait, so I will be all down for this. And the third theory is obviously something just brand new. The trailer did say that it is a never foreseen or never before told story in the Dragon Ball universe, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's like completely new with all new characters and stuff, because, you know, Dragon Ball Super Broly was not a story told before, Superhero was not a story told before. Like, I don't think you should take that line 100% like literally, but it could of course just literally be all new characters, all new plots, literally like never before even conjured thoughts of what would happen, and that would be fine too. I'm honestly just going to let myself be surprised. I'm not really a news channel, but if there is any interesting news about Dragon Ball DAIMA, I will be sure to keep you guys up to date. And I don't really think I have a lot more to add on to this video, except for the question, what do you guys think Dragon Ball DAIMA will be all about? Drop your theories in the comments below, share with your friends, get this Dragon Ball discussion live again. I love to see like fans of the show talking online, discussing, and just engaging with one another, because we haven't really been able to do this in literal years since Superhero came out. So yeah, leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and with that being said, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more similar content in the future, please subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss another video ever again. If you want to support me in another way, I recently set up a channel membership option. It's only $5 a month, but please only spend your money on supporting me if you can actually miss it. Things are expensive enough already as things stand, and I don't want people to get monetary issues because they feel they want to support me. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.